Love and light. Isn't things getting good? They getting hot yet? Yes, family's fine. I built a house down there that it's built like the Rock of Gibraltar. They're going about their daily stuff. Yeah, mom's still spending money. So I guess everything must be okay. Yeah. Crazy Sets as minions are still knocking on the door. Unbelievable. Yeah, there's lots of going on in the heartland right now. I believe there's a concentration of, let's just say, blooming flowers that are starting to happen in the Nacera department in the heartland. That's where the farmers, that's where it all was, conceived back in the day. Milk it's a constipator. And the best thing to do is just go to whole milk off the farm. Usually they got them in the glass bottles. You got to pay a little bit more, but you still can get our milk. I want to get into this E5 today, E15 gasoline that they're pouring out. I forgot about writing that down. Cereal or celery juice, absolutely great call. I want to remind everybody to go out there and get your monthly supply of bear spray. Just throw a little humor out there, because we have a lot of vicious liberals around. They're like dogs. Yeah, they're like dogs chasing cars. Yeah, it's I pray every day that my great, beautiful warriors and patriots out there are doing fine, taking care of yourselves. Let's stop smoking. Let's stop drinking. Let's stop playing in the Matrix. Let's stop, playing with their, I know a lot of people are trying to deal with credit cards and credit card debt. Just forget about it. If you can, possibly. I know things are tough right now, but I think financial help's on the way. From the cities are taking over, yes, by the alligators. Yeah, that's why I say you got to get your bear spray out. I mean, they're losing their minds. I'm actually getting a real kick out of it. When they start bumping into each other with shopping carts, and they don't know, they can't figure out which way to go from there. I know that they're, they really have no biological inheritance. Yeah. Did you see the news over here? No, I haven't. Please tell everybody. I'm excited about getting back to the Philippines. I miss the place. As much as it shakes down there, I do miss it. What I miss most, I guess, is, well, of course, my family and the lifestyle I have there, but is the market. I don't have to worry about looking at the label. It's all organic. Yeah. An engineer tried to behead an Irishman. Really? Now we're talking an engineer, like what are we talking? The trade worker, engineer worker? Jesus, Murphy, what is going on with these NPCs that are programmed? Okay, and with all this metals in our blood system and stuff like that, they're able to program. And I guess it's getting so bad that if we don't detoxify ourselves and get rid of the metals, and you can research about all that stuff, but we got to keep detoxifying ourselves. And that is, basically the alligators' worst. We are their worst enemy, because if we are conscious enough to know that they're there, and still we can know that we have to detoxify ourselves, so we are not so manipulated by their frequencies, right? This is a war of consciousness, okay? It's a war between good and evil. That's what it is. Quebec, yes, you are a part of the 51st. It's already been signed and sealed and delivered. July 4th, 1967. Done. I mean, if our commander's been mentioning it, then it's a done deal. Yes, we got problems with this E15. They're trying to contaminate our gasoline now. Yep. They're manipulating it, trying to charge you whatever. There's a way around it. I'm going to get into that. Yeah, there was a big booing session that the liberals were going off against our commander. Yeah, New York hates Trump. New York hates Trump. Well, yeah, that's, they don't like to see anybody successful. Yeah, they like to have those socialists, dictators in there. They enjoy that. They love to be ruled and slaved. Yeah, completely a mental MK Ultra. Oh, really? He passed away. God, well, let's put the prayers out for the Irishman. Jesus, that's just so bloody saddening. I hope they caught the guy. I hope they get him into prison, and I hope our brothers inside these prison walls do justice, because that's their. I call it the last train to Clarksville. Yep. When he gets in there, it's basically being taken to the train station. Everybody gets, understands what I'm trying to say. What's the best, cheapest silver testing tool? Oh, that's a tough question. They all vary, but you have to go into, say, Amazon, or look into it and get the testimonies, what's out there. Silver is hard to duplicate. Okay, where you're going to have the problem is gold. I think there's about 100 different types of fake gold out there, and they're all stuff that you wouldn't tell or couldn't tell unless you had a reader on it. Silver, it's very hard to counterfeit. Okay. Well, you know what? We're under attack from these fanatics. All these jihadis out there, they have one thing on their mind, and that's their mission. They're programmed. They're NPCs that are easily manipulated. They are, they're NPCs from their conception. They do not have any biological connection with Christ consciousness. Nothing. Not even their Quran. They're just absolutely wackos. I mean, you can see it in their eyes, right? I mean, especially with the jihadis. I mean, if they're black, they're black. They have black eyes. Stay away from them. Or at least, like so I said, let's go out there and make sure that your pepper spray's all topped up. Okay? Because this is all going to come out, and there's, the heavier population that you're in, the more, kind of in danger you are. Okay. Like I says, it's med beds they're on their way. They're in place. They're waiting for activation to the public. Arkansas is east of Texas. Really? Is that is that part of Texas? I was way off. Yes, I guess it must be part of Texas. Am I right or wrong? I'm not sure. Interesting. Must be a beautiful part of the state, though. What are the dander setters really for? Prisons. They're going to be prisons for all the dark NPCs that love their little guy with the horns like this. Yeah. We have so many running around this world of ours. So worry of bad news. I know. Getting very tired. I know we are. I mean, it's really, really taxing. But this is the biggest sting operation on the planet. And I just want to say that this thing that's going on in California with this last election and all these mailed in, paper ballots, whatever they were, is very obvious that it was all been staged and very fraudulent, and it's basically an exposure to expose all the candidates and basically send the military in and clean them out. There is military right now. There was a whole bunch of choppers come in. They were the Blackhawks that came in. I mean that was, and you can see that there were Blackhawks. So there was a special forces coming in and right into LA, right into San Diego and San Francisco, and they were taking them down right as we speak. Right now, they're taking them down. So I don't think our commander's waiting around for it. I mean, they needed to have them to commit the crime so they can do the time, and they're being picked up right now. Thousands and thousands of them are being picked up right now, all around the United States. Yeah. And I'm noticing Hueys coming up here. They're not the Blackhawks, but they are the Hueys. They are American, and they're coming up and picking up, alligators up here in Canada as well. Not that many, but it's probably just the more violent, severe, alligators. The illegal migrants coming into Britain are either engineers, or medicals. I got you. So that's what they're calling themselves. I'm coming in as an engineer or through medical. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, they're still going to have to go back home. Yep. Yes, I know. Thank you very much for that note. I mean, I know there's a lot of New Yorkers that love Trump, because they're critical thinkers and they have common sense. A lot of people out there don't have common sense. I get it. They're completely controlled by and programmed. They're basically programmed. Yeah, they're programmed by the media, and I don't know just for the life of me, I do not know why they have not taken down the media. I mean, they've already committed the crime, and but I guess they're what did Trump say? He says, we're going to get every one of these bad actors. We're going to catch them all. We got it all. We got, and that's what he said as well. He said, we got them all. So let's just watch the fireworks. Texas and Arkansas are connected. Thank you. Yeah. Texarkana. Thank you. The town is Texarkana. Thank you for the lesson for today, because I had a hard time with that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Texarkana. We all know now. Alabama. Okay. Albania protest. I didn't see about that one yet. There's an Albanian protest going on. That's good. Like I said, it's going to get to a point where we all have to rise up. And, I believe that our commander's going to, bring down the whole system. So it's open, fair game. And, we're in a fight. There's just no doubt about it. We're in a fight, and, but I know that we're clobbering them. Absolutely clobbering them. It's like the score is like, let's say 77-0 right now. They can't score any points other than their minions on the sideline screaming like a bunch of, coyote lunatics. That's all they can do. Is 925 silver worth it? Yes, absolutely. It's worth 9.25%. Or, 9.25. So you got 99%, so that would be like 90%. Okay, so that would be 90% 0.25. 90.25% silver. So you only have 0.75 of maybe copper or nickel, or zinc. Yes, it's very, very good. Yeah. So you just like if you melt it down or do a meltdown, and put the borax in there, clear it out there, it might, it might clear it up to where you have 100%. But at the worst case scenario, you'll still get 90% 0.25 value for that silver. And silver is going to skyrocket anyways. It doesn't really matter. I'm expecting $2,000 Canadian silver an ounce, and I could be undervaluing it. People are getting crazier with all that's going on. I know it's because our beautiful planet is ascending. We are all moving into 5D, and they're being left behind. And a lot of them, basically, they're not even on the Richter scale. Most have just 2 and 3D in consciousness, but a lot of them are NPCs. And like I said before, and I'm confirming again, only south of 6 billion is on this planet. Another scary, it's not even a scary thought. There's a billion people or a billion Chinese missing in China. A billion. It's not 1.5 billion people. It's 500 million. Yep. Between 4 and 500 million. They have about the same population as the United States does. Yeah. And that's information's coming out of China from the Chinese. They've been a huge assault on the population because they couldn't feed them. There was just not enough rice paddy fields, I guess. I don't know, but they just couldn't feed them, and there was a big, you figure the 15-year assault on the law that they laid down there about the one family or one child per family. Okay, that program went on for a generation. And then, of course, when that first epidemic went through there in the early 2000s, whatever, that Asian flu or whatever the case may be, that was another reason why they went in there and did one of these, right? And wiped out a whole bunch more. And then, of course, the 2020 CV, fiasco. And a lot of them took it. And then, of course, they got a lot of, weather warfare, direct energy. What was that stuff they were spraying all over there? That powder, that white smoke. I mean, people are just, the poor Chinese were just getting peppered, right? Now, hopefully all that stopped. But they've lost a billion people. So that's pretty scary when they can do that, And they're doing the same thing with North America and Europe. The alligators don't want the middle class to, and they don't want anybody to be smart. They just want them smart enough to go to work and pay their taxes. That's all they do. And then, of course, all the taxes that is collected, that you have to pay, that you think you have to pay, goes directly into their pocket for their evil agendas. We got to learn to understand everything that's going on here. I absolutely practice what I preach. And I've been doing it for over 20 years now. Because I saw it coming. I saw the writing on the wall. I can give you stacks and stacks of my invoices from the days of my sawmill selling wood and everything else. I never charged GST or PST. No taxes were charged. They left me alone. They didn't even try to confront me on it because they know it was illegal. Why does it have so much electrical in those data centers? As the fiber optics, electric chairs? I don't know. It's just a joke. I'm not sure. But there's going to be some serious consequences for these alligators. They don't even know it's coming yet. Anyways, let's get on with the news. All right. Where are we? Okay. Okay, I already got that one done there yesterday. Okay. Now, I didn't do that one. Maybe I did or maybe I didn't, but I'm going to read it again, okay? As of 11 a.m. Eastern, okay? This is a military, what you call it, on their Substack that had come out as a alert or, a warning or whatever. But it says, as of 11 a.m., and this is the military putting out this statement, okay, the grid system is locked and into unity frequency. Let me just see. All systems went to green. Sorry for the printing. I can't hardly read it here. I got bad lighting. The QFS mainframe is confirmed. Okay. Now the global balance is all in stability, and it's all in ready to go. The world is now operating on truth code. No corruption can enter it. Okay. This is the statement they're putting out, and they're just doing these things that are happening right now. Now this is about this new quantum financial system. No compromise will be tolerated, okay? High-risk accounts were flagged, and then they were frozen. So that's on all the dirty accounts around the world that have been taken out. They've all been frozen and flagged and frozen. Names known to only the military at one time are now being released to the public. Gitmo is full. Many other detainee tribunal centers are also full. Tribunals in new locations offshore. You see what I'm saying? In new locations. So there's tribunals going on all around the world right now. The new school program, this is really good. The new school programs that are coming out now, okay, are being rolled out for children to be taught who they really are under consciousness programs. So the old system's going, okay? No more indoctrination. They're going to be taught and given and open all their God-given talents, because we have never been taught that, okay? Prepare for the next phase of that's coming, okay? Where the power comes back. Once the power comes back on the reset, okay, new screens will come on, new maps, new missions. Just act accordingly to what's coming on when we get onto the other side. Stay strong, stay close to God. Nothing will be the same, okay? Nothing's going to be the same from the old Matrix. Everything's going to be all the old. That's what I'm saying. We got to kind of move out of there now. And I'm talking about mortgages and anything that you got debt loads out there. They're trying to deal with these cars right now with all this gasoline, the E50, which I'll get into. There's a way to, we might have to go all out there, and I'll talk about that in a second though. But my point is right now, what's going to happen is that, there's a lot of people out there, and, and they got their hearts in the right spot, and they're out there trying to announce and, report all the, shit that's going on. But we're here, our beautiful patriot family is here to understand it, but also prepare ourselves for it. And that's what we're here for. We're here to prepare and avoid and have that consciousness to avoid all this bullshit that's going to happen. So we have to stay strong. We have to stay calm. We have to, get good with your God and remember what Jesus has said. Everything that's out there, okay, is that you're looking for, and talking to God. Talk right here. This is where you talk. He said that's what you have to do. Okay? You have to talk within yourself. That's extremely important. Okay? So, act accordingly. Stand strong. Nothing will be the same. You are part of the great transfer, okay, in human history. You are going to be a part of that. And that's what they're saying. Act accordingly. Think about and have God walk along beside you with what we're going to do. As far as the humanitarian work goes, as far as anything else that you desire to do, people that are, over 60 will not have to worry about any type of humanitarian. It's going to be strictly voluntary. People, the ones that are, up to 24, 25 years old, I believe, will not get anything unless they're inherited from their parents or whatever. But I think it's really up to about 60 years old. They're going to have to work or not work as hard, but they will have to have some kind of a job or something to go to in order to receive a universal income. Okay?